Hi everyone, it's me Sis, and today we have some Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay. This is recorded using my PlayStation 4, which I totally love. It's absolutely amazing so far. It has beautiful graphics, and the only thing is, it doesn't have too many games out right now, which is alright. It just launched, so whatever. It does have Mac, it has Killzone, Shadowfall, which isn't too bad. I played that. It's pretty much just like every other Killzone, but it has beautiful graphics. I only played a little bit of the single player. I played a tiny bit of the multiplayer, but I never was a fan of Killzone multiplayer, so that didn't turn out too well. Another game that PlayStation 4 has is Resogun, which is by the same makers of Super Stardust HD, which was another game that I loved on PS3, and Resogun's pretty cool so far. I have yet to kind of understand how to save every human, kind of failing at that, but it's fun to play for now. And of course it has Call of Duty Ghosts and Battlefield 4. It also has some free-to-play games like Warframe, which, I don't know, I don't really play those games. It's not my type of game to play, so that's that. So yeah, we're playing Call of Duty Ghosts here. I have the Vector with a silencer and a VMR sight. I love the silencer because I love flanking people and I like to stay off the radar, so that's what I do. The VMR sight is one of my favorite sights. You get to swap from a 4x zoom laser sight to a regular laser sight, so it's very handy when it comes to like medium range and close range, which is what I usually do. Some other submachine guns that I like are the Vepr and the CBJ. The Vepr, I think that one has a pretty fast firing rate and it has pretty high damage as well. And it's, I don't know, I didn't use it too much honestly, but whenever I did use it, I did fairly well. So it's pretty cool. The CBJ is a great SMG for close range, only mostly. I do not recommend putting a silencer on it, which is why I don't use it that often. But the main reason why I chose it in the first place is because it's cute. I actually start off choosing a weapon based off of a cuteness level, I guess. Like in Rainbow Six Vegas, the MP9 looked really cute, so I picked that as my gun, and I ended up absolutely mastering that weapon. And I don't know, whenever someone like played against me trying to use the MP9 as well, they're like, oh, it's cheap. So they took it out, and I just kicked their butt anyway. So yeah, I picked guns based off of cuteness levels, and the CBJ totally reminded me of the MP9, so I had to try it out. And like I said, it doesn't do too well with the silencer on it, but it's pretty great on loud. Some other guns that I like are the assault rifles, specifically the Honey Badger. Obviously, I chose that because the name sounded cool and cute. So I gave that a shot, and that has a built-in silencer, which, again, I love using silenced weapons, so that was a good little addition. Another gun that I use is the VKS sniper rifle. It has a built-in silencer as well, and it has a fairly fast fire rate for a sniper rifle, and I do use the thermal sight on it, which I know many of you guys tend to think the thermal's cheap, whatever. Everyone thinks it's cheap, I guess, but they end up using it themselves. So, I don't know. I just use the thermal in it. And that's the sniper rifle. So if I ever do snipe, which is kind of rare, I do use the BKS. When it comes to game modes, they don't really have too many game modes compared to the other Call of Duties, I think. At least not too many that I like. The only one that I find kind of fun, like a fun to play mode instead of like just playing Team Deathmatch or Domination, is Infected, where everyone starts off with a shotgun and someone gets randomly chosen after about like 10 seconds to be infected, and they have a pistol and a knife at first, and they have to infect someone else, and then everyone else that's infected has a knife and a throwing knife, while the ones that aren't infected have a shotgun, and the ones with the shotguns have to live, and the ones with knives have to infect everyone else. it's a pretty fun game mode. Honestly, a little bit of history here. In Black Hawk Down on PS2, my clan and we had a fun party mode that we invented, and we called it Kangaroos and Poachers, which makes awesome sense. Yeah, so there was me and my friend, we would be the kangaroos, and we would have a knife, and that's it, I think. I don't really remember too many things from Black Hawk Down, but it was one of the best games. So yeah, we had a knife and we jumped around, and another clan member had to snipe us. So it was basically like Infected, but instead of shotguns, they had sniper rifles. And yeah, it was basically like a very basic form of like zombies or Infected, so it was very fun. So, I don't know, I'll just go back to Ghost here. So yeah, the game modes, Infected is like my favorite for fun game mode. I do like to play Domination and Team Deathmatch as well. Kill Confirmed once in a while too. And that's about it. When it comes to single player, Ghost is pretty cool. I only played the first few levels, and I absolutely loved what they do with it so far. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to really talk about it too much, so I wouldn't spoil it for anyone if you haven't played it yet. So I highly recommend trying it out, as opposed to just playing multiplayer. Which is, I usually just play multiplayer anyway, but I don't know, I tried to give the single player a shot, and I totally loved it. When it comes to maps, my favorite maps are this one that I'm playing in right now. It's called Overlord, and I also like Prison Break, and I forget what it's called. The one with the castle in it, I think it's called Stonehaven. That one's probably my favorite one. Out of all of them, Stonehaven's pretty cool. The only times where it doesn't turn out too well is if the enemy has too many snipers or something like that, then it kind of gets like unbalanced. But usually if it works out well, it's a great map. So yeah, in this gameplay, as you can see, I go about 26 and 6, which isn't too bad. This was like my first time, I think this was my first time playing on this map actually. I was kind of new, so as you guys saw, I did jump off a cliff and died. I didn't know you could die from that height, so that was an epic fail. So I have some fails and whatnot, but I think I did fairly well overall. So yeah, this was my first gameplay commentary video. If you guys liked it, please hit the like button. If you guys want more videos like this, please subscribe. Also, please let me know what your favorite guns are, your favorite setups, and anything like that. I think that'd be pretty cool to know. I might even try out some of your setups by myself and see what you guys like to do. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.